In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to switch an existing Azure SQL database from the provisioned compute tier to the serverless compute tier. Now, moving your database to a serverless compute model can offer significant cost savings, especially if your database usage patterns are unpredictable or have periods of inactivity. Let's dive into the process, ensuring you have all the information you need along the way. First, it's important to note that you can only switch databases that are already using the vCore model and are set within the general purpose service tier. With that clear and upfront, let's get started using the Azure portal. To begin, you'll need to log in to your Azure portal. Once you're there, navigate to SQL servers and find the specific database you wish to convert. After you've clicked to select the database, take a look at the left menu. Here, under the Settings section, you'll find an option that says Compute plus Storage, or something along those lines. This is where you want to go next. Within the Compute plus Storage section, you'll see options for the compute tier or service tier, depending on your current setup. What you want to do here is change the compute model to serverless. You'll still be operating under the general purpose service tier, but you'll be shifting to a serverless model of computing resources. So, you'll select Edition as general purpose, and for the compute model, you'll switch it to serverless. Now here's an important part that will require your attention to detail: configuring additional serverless parameters. As you make this switch, you need to consider settings like minimum vCores. You could set this to, say, 0.5 vCores to ensure you have a baseline level of performance. You'll also need to define the maximum vCores, which represents the upper limit of resources your database can use during peak demand times. Next, set the auto-pause delay. This is the duration of inactivity in minutes after which the database will pause, saving costs significantly by not utilizing resources during inactivity. And finally, choose your compute generation, such as Gen 5, to ensure compatibility with your serverless model needs. Once you've made all these decisions and entered the necessary configurations, it's time to save or apply these changes. When you do this, the database will undergo the process of switching its compute tier. During this period, you'll want to monitor the progress, which you can do conveniently via notifications within the Azure portal. And there you have it, a complete guide to switching your Azure SQL database from a provisioned compute tier to a serverless compute tier. By doing so, you can make your systems more efficient and adaptable, optimizing both performance and costs based on actual demand. Keep an eye out for any notifications or alerts to ensure the transition goes smoothly. Thanks for following along, and I hope this helps you optimize your Azure SQL experience.